Today we are making the world's best pumpkin bars. You might think I'm biased because my mom and my grandma have been making them my entire life, but everybody requests this recipe and raves about it. I'm pretty sure you're gonna love them too, so let's get started. First, we're gonna mix our dry ingredients together, and this just helps make sure that they're all incorporated and we don't overmix the batter when we add them to the wet. So make sure you really fluff up your flour, but I do recommend using a kitchen scale for the most accurate measurements. We're gonna use both baking soda and baking powder, which gives us this really nice fluffy texture to the bars. So good. And of course, cinnamon, 2 teaspoons go into the batter. And then of course, some salt. Give it a stir just to combine it. And then once it's all mixed together, we'll just set it aside and get the wet ingredients ready. So we're gonna start with 4 eggs. And if you crack them into the bowl first, you don't have to worry about shells. 1 2/3 cup granulated sugar. I'm gonna use my kitchen scale again though, and it's about 334 grams. And then we have 1 cup vegetable oil, which keeps the cake really nice and moist. And then we've got the can of pumpkin puree. Make sure you're getting 100% pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie filling. Now we're gonna mix it together. You could do this in the bowl of a stand mixer, but I'm gonna just use a hand mixer for today. It works just as well. So just slowly mix all these together. Once they're a little more combined, you can increase the speed. And then mix for about 1 minute until the mixture is really light and fluffy. All right, it's looking good. And then we'll mix in our dry ingredients. So mix it together until it is combined. You could use your hand mixer for this too, or your stand mixer, whatever you're using. I guess I just decided to use a spatula today. So don't over mix it or they won't be so light and fluffy and tender, but that's great. I'm gonna clean this up and then get our pan. For this recipe, you'll use a half sheet pan, otherwise known sometimes as a jelly roll pan. It's about 12 by 17 inches. It has a nice rim, so this makes like the sheet cake bar vibe size. I don't grease it. My mom never greased it. The batter is so moist that the bars just come right up. If you are worried, you could lightly grease it or place a piece of parchment paper along the bottom of it. I'm just gonna go for it. All right, and then spread it across in an even layer. Now we're gonna bake them for about 20 to 25 minutes. The key is when the edges just barely start to turn golden. Obviously, this is orange, so it's gonna be, you know, a little bit harder to tell, but it'll also just barely come away from the edges. Don't want to over bake these. Let's make the cream cheese frosting. So we'll start with a brick of cream cheese. It's essential that it's room temperature. That and the butter should be, so that they really mix well together. And that's what's gonna give you the smooth, creamy frosting that we love. We'll cream these two together, which essentially means that we're gonna combine them until they're smooth and creamy, which they are. That took like no time since they were the perfect temperature. Now we're gonna add a little bit of vanilla. I'm actually using vanilla bean paste today. It's gonna add a lovely speckliness, but vanilla extract will also work. I'm just gonna stir this together before we continue. Now for the powdered sugar. So I usually add 6 cups of powdered sugar, which some people get scared of that, but let's keep in mind how big our bars are. You can absolutely add less powdered sugar if you prefer it tangier. This is super easy to taste test as you go. But we'll start by adding 1 cup at a time. So I'm gonna mix this together and let it combine. Now I've added 3 cups of powdered sugar so far. I'm gonna add a little cream just to help thin it out and keep that texture really smooth. While I'm there, woo, a little more powdered sugar. Of course, you have to taste test it. It's pretty freaking good. Here we go. Okay. It's so messy, but I gotta get every last drop. I like to use a little cake spatula here to frost. It really just spreads it out so nicely. Oh my gosh. This frosting, oh, so good. Okay, are we gonna dig in now? Okay, I like to use a serrated knife. And if you do have a coated pan here, just be careful you're not scraping it. Cuts like butter. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Oh yeah. Okay, well, I cannot resist any longer. Literally, it's right in front of my face. So I just gotta try it. Okay. I'm done for. I only make these once a year because I can eat the whole pan. These are so good. That's it, end scene. I have no words. I mean, I guess I can try, but you just need to make them. They're so moist, and they're tender. The flavor is just right. Like, it's cinnamony and pumpkiny, but not overpowering, paired with this sweet icing. It's just the perfect combination. No, I'm serious if I'm whispering. I will see you back here next week for another meatless meal, or who knows, maybe another pumpkin dessert. So until then, happy eating. That is so good. And then 1 2/3 cups. Is that how you say that? I'm so excited, but I'm trying to be like normal excited. 1 2/3 cups. I can't find it.